loves a good party.
They take on many different shapes, sizes, and forms, but the truth in it remains the same across the board.
Humans love to be together. As an urbanist who loves space and the way that it helps to form community, I can't help but wonder how these spaces help to contribute to parties like this, and why some are so much more desired to go to than others. To better try and unpack that question, what better way to investigate it than to go to one of Europe's most famous parties of the summer? Welcome to San Fermin. ¿Cuántos Sanfermines habéis vivido?
Yo creo que unos 20 o así, sí.
Yo tengo 24 años. Igual alguno he faltado, pero creo que todos.
Menos los que se cancelaron por pandemia, todos.
¿Qué habré venido? Pues desde los 4, desde los 5, pues 15 años seguidicos.
Algo parecido más o menos.
San Fermines is known amongst visitors as the running of the bulls, attracting the adventurous, the daring, and the occasional party lover. It takes place in the small city of Pamplona, which is in the mountainous region of the province of Navarre. And it celebrates this statue?
Well, a statue of a man who was the main patron saint of Navarre for, quote-unquote, a vague period of time.
Yeah, and besides that, researchers don't really know much more about him.
But anyway, they celebrate his martyrdom over the course of 9 days every July. Yeah, you heard me right. 9 days of parties so intense that the city's population 5x's overnight, inviting some 700,000 tourists for all the festivities that happen throughout the days. This is San Fermin, and for the little information that researchers have on him, there's a hell of a lot of people flocking in masses to the city annually for this 9-day, non-stop celebration. First of all, it's really impressive that the city is able to handle that large of an influx of people in such a short a period of time. And second, just why? What about this festival is so special to attract that many people in the first place?
¿Y cuáles son vuestros primeros recuerdos de San Fermines?
Igual te estoy hablando de hace 20 o 30 años y hacía un calor horroroso. Y yo lo que recuerdo que íbamos con las charangas, esto y lo otro más allá, y que pedíamos agua y que la gente por los balcones nos echaba agua. Y eso era
la calle Estafeta.
Agradecer.
Bueno, pues de pequeño de venir aquí a los hinchables, a montar, a ver a Gorgorito y estas cosas.
Pues las comidas familiares y ver los fuegos con la familia. Estar en los gigantes, corriendo un poco con los kilikis y así. Son como unos muñecos enormes que los dirigen unas personas desde abajo que no se les ve y es como si estuvieran vivos y estuvieran bailando por todo.
Sí.
Y luego los kilikis son como unos mini personajes con cabezas grandes que van pegando a los niños con una espuma.
Within the course of a week, the air begins to change here. There's an audible buzz mixed with the sounds of mallets pounding wood barriers into pre-existing holes in preparation for the bull runs, while the bars along the running route routinely mount and dismantle their barriers for the people that will thunder through the streets afterwards, ready to quench their thirst and hunger. Walking through the winding old roads in the city center, it's hard not to look up and be dazzled by these little speckles of red triangles that paint the city. And if you don't take a moment to look down, you would hardly notice how the city planners carefully finish the streets in some places so that the bulls don't fall down while running. I first heard about this festival in my Spanish class as a middle schooler. My poor middle school Spanish teacher. I was not a very motivated language student. If only she could see me now. You know what you do in Spanish class, reading stories for reading comprehension and learning, and all of a sudden, this image of these guys running with bulls. What? Where is this? Is this even real?
Este año, ¿qué esperabas más?
Ya una edad que no tiene muchas expectativas. Venir, pasarlo bien y ya está, listo.
Y ahora venimos a pasar el día. Todo lo que es el día. Hemos estado en la plaza viendo la entrada de los toros, luego hemos salido, hemos dado una vuelta, hemos visto los gigantes, los kilikis, todo.
Mucha fiesta y que haya ambiente en la calle, lo más importante.
These streets do far more than just protect the bulls while they run. People here party, carefree, dancing, eating pinchos, and following peñas and charangas, the bands that walk through the streets. Thanks to helpful legislation that highly regulates what vehicles are allowed to enter the city center and when, something that everyone here is thankful for. Open spaces in the city, once blank canvases, have transformed for concert spaces, for traditional dances, and for friends and family to gather and catch up on life under the shades of old porticos and trees. I'm gonna take you back for a second. It's July 6th of 2022. There's a buzz in the air. People are excited because it's the first time that this festival is back since COVID wreaked havoc in 2019. Everyone's getting so excited, young and old, in a way that I've really never seen before for a party.
¡Viva San Fermín!
They've got their little pañuelos, which are like handkerchiefs that they're gripping and holding into the air in anticipation for this tiny little firework that sets off the whole festival starting at noon on July 6th.
¡Para San Fermín!
The whistle of the firework is heard faintly through the air as everyone gets ready for that one moment when... And I didn't expect what came next. The people that I'm with, the natives that celebrate this year after year, mind you, it's been 2 since they've been able to, they get overwhelmed and their eyes are filled with tears of joy. They're crying. It's day 1 and I already know that there's something deeper here. This means more to these people than what meets the eye.
¿Cuáles son las fiestas en general para la gente de aquí?
Describiría como diversión y respeto. Aquí mientras todos se respeten, hay cosas para todos los gustos, hay cosas para todos los colores y siempre hay que ir con el respeto por encima.
Que conectamos con la gente, que disfrutamos del ambiente.
Ambiente que hay sobre todo en la calle con todo el mundo y bueno, más que lo oficial, pues lo que hace la gente.
Sobre todo buen ambiente en las calles, que igual vas a otras fiestas y así, pues hay otro tipo de ambiente diferente, por así decirlo. Y aquí es más, pues no sé, como en familia, como un pueblo.
Ante todo, intentaría que la gente disfrutara de absolutamente todos los aspectos de la fiesta, tanto el chupinazo como el día como la noche, porque todo tiene su parte que aporta ese disfrute.
The party continues on throughout the night and into the morning for a few. Giving space to the city's phenomenal cleaning crew to come in and sweep the city of sticky spots, broken cups, and forgotten pincho plates, only to then disappear until the wee hours of the next morning.
Y al final los Sanfermines son parte de nosotros, pues estamos desde chiquiticos esperando las fiestas, entonces al final es como una excusa para ver a la familia y a la vez festejar todos juntos que va a llegar los Sanfermines.
Y es muy familiar porque en la plaza misma había un montón de matrimonios con hijos de todas las edades.
Viene mucha gente que es de Pamplona, pero que no vive en Pamplona, aprovecha para reunirse con amigos o con familia.
This party is memorialized here in statues. The streets set up little plaques and clocks dedicated to counting down the days until the party actually starts.
Side note, we really should thank all of the cleaners and waiters and waitresses and organizers of these festivals, because without them, they really wouldn't be possible, even with the infrastructure that they have set up to assist them. Entonces, gracias a los barrenderos, los limpiadores, los camareros y todos los organizadores de las fiestas de San Fermín, sin vosotros eso no sería posible.
All of these people are well supported by infrastructure and policies that prioritize your experience, while making all of their work to organize it a little bit more manageable.
I get it now. It's July 15th, 2023, and the festival's just ended yesterday. I get that the attraction to many is the running of the bulls initially. But when you come here and you actually experience these festivals, you realize that there's so much more. It's about dancing in the same plazas, running in the same streets, and eating and drinking in the same buildings and even bars as their ancestors. It's a real testament to the strength of our connections between people and place. The pride that people who live in the city have for this place is just unreal. It's no wonder that they're able to attract so many tourists every year for this festival. And as a lover of space and architecture, I just love that places like this exist. So I hope to see you next year.